every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we need. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the after party, the Freedom Summit. So good to have so many of you here tonight. I wanted to invite you all here. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kelly Wilkins, and we just had the most epic Freedom Summit of the year, and it's so good to catch up with all of you as we recap on the best freedom event of 2024, I'm going to say. And for those of you who haven't met me before, I'm from My Self-Reliance, and at My Self-Reliance, we're all about gathering the community together. We started in 2021, and we have these Zoom calls every second Tuesday, so fortnightly. And usually we have a guest speaker on, and you can go back to my YouTube channel, or you can find us on Telegram, and there you will see all of the speakers that we've had previously. We also have monthly get-togethers, My Self-Reliance socials, where lots of fun get-togethers on food storage, 72-hour kits, emergency preparation, all those good things. But tonight what we're going to do is I've got a few experts in the room who were at the Freedom Summit, and I wanted to hear from them tonight. So we're going to go around the room, and I'm going to give each of them 2 minutes to share about their stand and their expertise. And because we have Greg Evans from ASEA, who is our major sponsor for our Freedom Summit, then I'm going to let Greg go first. And let me just see if I can pin you as you speak, Greg, and what you do, a little bit about your products and how they help people, and then how we can contact you. Over to you, Greg.
Good evening, Kelly. Thanks for the opportunity. It was an amazing few days at the summit. I do environmental products with panegetics, which are for the soil, water, plants and animals, and they do water purification devices and EMF protection devices. Main product I do is ASEA. It contains active molecules native to your body, and they are required for the repair and replacement of damaged cells. The products are 100% non-toxic, and we had 3 people at the summit have experienced improved quality of life in 24 hours. They were that confident and that pleased with their experience. They have purchased the product. They open their own account with the company, and it gets delivered to their door. Those accounts were opened through other people that were at the event to help other people finance their product. When I had the opportunity to speak about my recovery from multiple seizures per day after 35 years and getting my license back early on one of your Zooms, I had a number of people contact me that wanted to try the product. Those accounts were opened under Kelly to help her finance her product for her family. So what we're trying to do is use this platform to help everyone improve their health and quality of life and reduce cost for everyone. So if others want to do the same, we'll be sharing. I know one lady is buying it, and she's a full-time carer, mother and brother. So to be able to open a couple of accounts under her to help her finance her family be fabulous. So the product CEO has 7 international science patents. One person sent me a message and told me he'd bought a heap of rubbish. He must have had some gossip when he got home. And I said, well, it's got university research from the University of Bath and Western Sydney University. I said, I've got 2 medical reports from the Austin Hospital in Melbourne acknowledging redox for my full recovery from multiple seizures per day. I said, who was the authority that provided you with the information? I've spent $750,000 over 4 decades because I've got a son with cerebral palsy, son with Asperger's, and a daughter experienced a stroke at 18 months. So there was nothing I had spent money on it. And that's why I'm 100% confident anyone that tries this product, uses it the way I suggest for 90 days, and they don't improve their health or quality of life, I'll refund them every cent they spend on the product. The company can't do that because they can't say X for cancer, Y for autoimmune, Z for arthritis. But I've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with other people that have had great recoveries from serious conditions. And I know if this product had been around when my son was young, he wouldn't have spent his life in a wheelchair. So that's what I do. I like to help other people experience what I missed out on for a lot of years. Because of my health, I was physically and emotionally incapable of fulfilling my commitments as a husband, father, and a member of the community. And now my life is totally turned around, that I've got a driver's license, I can swim. When my daughter was a baby, it wasn't safe for me to nurse. I was having 20 seizures a day without warning. So, and to be able to share with like-minded people at that event was absolutely fabulous, and meet other people with other great skills. It was a privilege to be there.
Wonderful. Thanks, Greg. Thank you for what you do. And the reason that I probably didn't really explain this before is that I feel like my role is really as an umbrella to help people connect. And, you know, we're creating this parallel economy by sourcing our experts within this umbrella. And when we can go to each other for our needs, then we can step out of the system a little bit more and be more self-sufficient. So with our health and our finances, and we're really creating this circular economy by really supporting each other. So part of, you know, what we do when we get together like this is we educate each other and we also support one another. So thanks so much for that, Greg. Let's go to Zev. You're speaking now. I'll let you speak for 3 minutes because you're speaking for yourself and for CJ, Embrace Wellness.
All right, thank you, Kelly. And again, look, awesome weekend. For those that missed it, there was some great speakers, some very talented, knowledgeable people there sharing their skills, knowledge, and expertise. And again, it was great to connect with some of those other people and learn and see, you know, what we're all doing as a community to help the community on a wider scale. I shared a stall with CJ, and so between us, we had my Warrior at Law stall, and CJ's got her Embrace Wellness. So what we do between us is I run a project called Warrior at Law, which is a project of one of my PMAs, which is a private members association. And what we do through Warrior at Law is help people to be educated and help them to learn as to what their rights actually are, what the laws actually are. And once we start to learn this, we start to realize that they're almost opposite to what we're taught and told our laws and rights actually are. So I help people learn to bridge that gap between the fact and the fiction as to how it actually works versus how we're told it works. One of the other big things that we do aside from that, helping people with some, you know, what I call basic, or for me, kindergarten level sort of stuff with parking and speeding tickets, the real strength of what we're offering and helping people learn about nowadays is our UCC filings, the Uniform Commercial Code, which is a way of protecting the man of straw, or a straw man, and separating yourself from the name or the person. So we've got our living and our dead, and we can separate them if done properly, and really helping people with some some of our rights to freely associate and to have the autonomy to be self-governing. And we do that through our private members associations, where we create our own rules, our own system of governance and government that we actually agree and consent to live by and run our projects under. Instead of having a business, we run projects under the PMA instead. And look, if anyone's interested in learning more about that, you can go to warrioratlaw.org and drop us a thing. Once you're a member, we'll be able to assist you with some more information, but we do not talk to or deal with the public. So in order for us to assist you with any inquiry, you'll need to become a member first of our PMA, and then we can assist you as a private member with the cover and protection of the Articles of Association, which we've spent a couple of years developing to make sure they are watertight. And we've used the international laws to base and build this around rather than the Australian laws, because our Australian rules and laws and legislation is changed regularly, and our government loves to change the goalposts and change the rules all the time on us. So I've applied more of our international laws and precedents, covenants and treaties to our private members association, because one nation or country can't interfere with that. We've got this international agreement as an international benchmark, if you like, of this is what the international laws are. And all the countries and nations agree on that. So I'm going to use that, because one country, whether it be here, America, China, the UK, doesn't matter. One country cannot change that without all the other countries and nations agreeing. So this is why we utilize these international laws and covenants and treaties and principles to establish and verify our inalienable rights, recognised both by our federal government and international law, that we have the rights to freely associate, which of course includes our rights to not associate as well, and our rights to autonomy, privacy and self-governance, and having our own form of government under our articles. So this is a bit about what we do with Warrior at Law as one of our projects of one of my PMAs. We help people learn a lot more about how to operate privately via a PMA. And if people are looking to protect and separate themselves from their man of straw, well, drop us a line and we can help you out with our UCC processes and filings as to how to one, separate yourself from that man of straw or straw man, but two, to correct your status and standing as the living who is no longer lost at sea or considered to be dead, which is how they get away with a lot of the trickery in the legal system. And again, sharing the story with CJ. CJ's got her own project of a PMA called Embrace Wellness. And this is what we do. We help through the Embrace Wellness, or CJ does, I should say. I don't do much with the Embrace Wellness. CJ helped people with Embrace Wellness with some CBD products and oil, which personally speaking, with the stuff back, big fan of for pain relief, for injuries and many other medical benefits that Big Pharma don't want us knowing about that we can get from nature. So if you're interested in some of the wellness and benefits of CBD, embracewellness.org. If you'd like to learn more about the UCC, PMAs or your legal lawful rights, drop us a line at warrioratlaw.org. And once again, Kelly, big thank you for putting on a good weekend and getting all these amazing minds in the one spot, the one time.
Oh, look, it's absolutely my pleasure. And the reason I do this is to meet amazing people. And it was through a chain of events that we got to meet Zev right in the last 2 weeks before the event. And it was incredible to have you there and to hear from you. And my family were disappointed that I didn't grab some gummies from before I left, some CBD gummies. So I have to grab some from you guys. So this is what I love, is that we connect and we can benefit by knowing each other and from what you do. So yeah, better become a member so I can grab those gummies. Excellent. Wonderful. All right, I'm going to go to Cheryl. Cheryl from Divine Gateway. Now, Cheryl is actually has been part of my board at My Self-Reliance and helping us make decisions and do things along the way for the last few years. So go ahead, Cheryl.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly. Yes, yeah, it's always a pleasure to help you, Kelly, and you've got a great team, and yeah, it's pretty awesome to be around a great crowd of people, and these summits are just so what we need. And yeah, it's just amazing that the caliber of people that are there to inform us of what we can do. to be self-sufficient. So so my business name is Divine Gateway, and I offer specialized animal healing sessions. So animals like humans can benefit from holistic opportunities to health, and I can help support your fur babies on an emotional and physical level. I am also a Reiki master, and you know, and if you're looking to recharge your energy or find a sense of peace, my Reiki sessions are designed to help you connect with your inner self. And Reiki is a gentle yet powerful healing technique that promotes relaxation and emotional balance, and I can help with that.
Can you share how people can reach out to you, Cheryl?
Okay, so I am on Facebook under Divine Gateway, and I can put my my number in the chat if anyone's interested.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I can add that to our description on the YouTube channel. So thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I'll go to Cherie next, and Cherie's also been on the board, and John, I'll give you both a turn to speak because you both do different things. So
yeah, thanks for the weekend, Kelly. It was very good. This is my first stall ever, so totally new game, new experience for me, all with a new product. So here's my pitch. My name is John Brooking, and I'm a world fixer. In Australia in 2022, 66% of adults aged 18 and over were living with overweight or obesity, approximately 13 million adults. What are the health risks associated with being overweight or obese? Risks include type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, metabolic syndrome, fatty liver disease, some cancers, breathing problem, osteoarthritis, gout, disease of the gallbladder and pancreas, and many more. My goal is to mitigate these risks by fixing the global fat epidemic with the help of our newfound friend Fix. Fix contains mature hops bitter extract from the flower of the hops plant. Studies show its ability to burn fat and reduce cognitive decline, among other benefits. Gifted by nature and endorsed by science, natural, tasteless, and odorless. Add to your drink once a day, watch your fat slip away. Fix has the capacity and ecosystem to produce a self-reliant online income for you to gain immunity from the financial pressures of government and big business. If you want to fix your health or fix your wealth, reach out to me, John Brooking. Let's get fixed.
brilliant. Very succinct. Thanks, John. That was awesome. And we'll get you can put your details in the chat once.
Okay, so I had a bit of a talk at the summit. It was fun because I sat down with everybody and just was part of the room, and we just had a chat about health and back to basics and how essential oils can actually support the process of doing the things that we need to do to stay healthy. And they're simple things like breathing correctly and drinking water in small doses and using salt, Celtic salt, to help make the water hydrate you. And we all know how to eat healthy. Most of us know how to eat healthy, but things that we can do to supplement that, because our food has been hijacked really by the food industry. So we do not have the nutrients that we really need in just our food. So those are the things that I help you with. And I can, we can have a chat about what's going on with you. And I also have a scanner that I can actually help you work out what kind of products you actually need, or oils that you need to help you with your health journey. So my goal really is to help as many people as I can to get healthier and to be more self-reliant with their health. My business is called the Raindrop Room, and I'm pretty much your health and wellness ambassador. And my name's Cherie.
Thanks, Cherie. And I'm sure there's a few people in the room that use oils. You can put up an emoji if you use oils and you find benefit from using oils. We love oils in our home. So beautiful. All right, I'm going to come to Candace next. Candace had her fermentation stall and also got to speak. So
thanks, everyone. It was wonderful. It was a great weekend, and I was very excited to meet so many new people, and then also reconnect with other people who I've met through either the summit or the expo previous years, or our monthly workshops and Zooms. I'm going to try and get on to some more of the Zooms. I just happen to clash with you Tuesday nights most of the time, but I am seeing if I can rearrange some things for 2025, which is really exciting. For those that don't know me, I'm an integrative nutrition health coach and wellness educator. And I have a real passion for empowering people to live healthier, more vibrant lives through holistic practices. So whether that's through fermentation workshops or natural remedies, and or just sustainable living strategies. I mean, I love gardening, and I call it patch to plate. You know, you can have a little garden in your balcony or in your backyard. You don't need to have a, acreage, and you can learn to get your hands in the dirt and nourish yourself that way. But also other practices with regards to like the community we have here, meeting up with other people that can help bring healthy living and healthy food into your day-to-day. I do believe that food is medicine, and have a huge belief in gut health and how important that is to our overall well-being. So if we can start with that as a foundation and rebuild that foundation of health with some really simple strategies, that we can really not only become more self-reliant in our health, but just in all sorts of ways that that we live our life, especially in that community aspect there. So yeah, I love running workshops. I do private workshops, I do group workshops, corporate strategies, different things like that for all different types of individuals and businesses and communities. And my hub for Wild Health Hub is the same as sort of Kelly's community here, in that I'm, bringing together lots of different wellness practitioners and people in the space of health and wellness, so that we can support one another. So yeah, the business is Wild Health Hub. I will drop some links below, and it's just been a pleasure to see everybody and connect with new people.
beautiful. Thanks, Candace. That's wonderful. And we've held some beautiful workshops at my home, and we're going to do some more of those too. So yeah, really appreciate being able to work with you, Candace. Okay, over to you, Paul.
Well, just today for lunch, I opened up a can of this gorgeous red cabbage. What is this, sauerkraut that Candace taught me to make? So good. Particularly if you leave it out in the sun for a bit, it got nice and warm and it got really soft. It's golden. So I felt like I found my tribe turning up here. I was backing two things. I have a cannabis refinery business, and we in Thailand, and we ran out of electricity, so we had to solve that problem. And in solving that problem, we developed a generator, a magnetic generator. So that means it is takes no petrol, so there's no petrol to go off. It uses no solar panels. It just eats the magnets that are inside of it. So it's not a perpetual motion machine. It lasts only for 15 years. But as it runs, it uses up the magnetism inside of the turbine that's in there. And yeah, roughly you're looking at 1 or 2 years worth of electricity costs to buy it, and it'll last for 15 years. So there was tons of people really interested in that because it kind of lines up well with being a prepper. And it's almost silent, so we can plug it in almost anywhere in the house. And yeah, I'm loving that one. The other thing that I was backing was Cyvizen.
Before you move on to Cyvizen, just got a quick question for you. So just what do you need to make that work? Do you buy the
you get a box that's about the size of a computer, a big desktop computer, depending on your house and how big it needs to be for your requirements, but roughly about that. You plonk it down, you plug it into the wall. Oh, you go turn off the switch at the mains, so you're not sucking mains electricity. Plug this anywhere in the house, any one of the outlets, and it will. And then you pull it like a lawnmower, and then it just goes. It sits there in the corner for 15 years, and you get free electricity. Well, not free; you have to pay me, but you know that's it.
Wow, that's revolutionary.
Yeah, well, it's called Hushvolt, so you can email me at paul@hushvolt.com. But Hush is an important part of it because, well, it's people tend to get sent packing if they publicise this thing. So it's just between us.
Yes, go quietly. Okay.
It also happens to be quiet. And well, the other one was Cyvizen. Now, this is a operating system in a USB stick. The USB you can plug it into almost any computer. It's got two ends. What it does is you plug it in and you've got a secure, private, safe place to conduct business online. There is so much going into these. They're getting better and better all the time. And all you do is you pay $130 for it. You plug it into your computer, and next time you boot off of it, it'll suck down all the updates and all the new cool things that they're working on. I actually went up to Cairns to visit the team up there. I was so impressed. They were here last year, Kelly, and you introduced me to them. And I went up and visited them and spent a week with them. This stuff is amazing. It's a technology which will revolutionize what we're doing.
It's extraordinary. It's so good because I love that both things go hand in hand to help us get off the system with technology and with saving money, and because there's nobody in your space that's doing what you're doing. So
yes, I'm a nerd's nerd, and I love all these techie things, and it was a lot of fun sharing them. Thank you.
Yeah. And thanks for getting into the summit in a big way and involved in all the activities and listening to talks. Like, that's such my joy, is that when people don't have to be attached to their stall the whole time, that they can actually go and listen to talks and participate in the somatic dance. And you're featured in my video beautifully.
No,
anyone hasn't seen that,
I came to be here more than to hold a stall.
He's a natural. Thanks, Paul. All right, coming to you, Natasha. Thanks for coming on the Friday to being our permaculturist.
My name's Natasha. I came for the first time to a self-reliant summit this year, and it was a very different experience to anything I've ever been to. It was really good. I apologize, I could only be there on the Friday. So I had a stall space set up, and I was also spoke for a little while on vegetable patch planning. So my passion is permaculture. Permaculture is the study of patterns, relationships, and interconnections. So often people associate it with gardening, but it actually applies to everything. I'm passionate about helping people to reconnect with land and appreciate natural patterns. I focus on growing your own food because that's a tangible and immediate way of appreciating this connection, and obviously a self-reliant way as well. The principles of permaculture apply to everything from viewing a whole landscape down to the details of plant choice and location. My goal is to give people an opportunity to view the world in a holistic way and to apply this philosophy to everything they do. In a nutshell, it's cheaper, easier, and more self-reliant, and it increases soil quality, which is the main purpose, I believe, on the planet, to improving health, although there are many other ways. So that way we can truly regenerate and support ourselves through the nutrition we gain from the food that we eat. I offer workshops, classes, and consultancy. My workshops are immediate hands-on and focus on applicable skills. My classes are more in-depth about philosophy and principles. And my consultancy is a service for people and land and how they live together, and investigating how you can create a concept plan and steps in order to realize your dreams within the landscape. So my kind of aim was to possibly gather a few people together who were interested in creating a concept plan for their property and being able to possibly visit again in Sydney for that, because I live in southern New South Wales in Albury, so I'm not in Sydney all the time, obviously.
Yeah, that is perfect, because so if you have a property and you'd like some consultation, Natasha can come out to see you on your land and help you consult with where's the best place to put things and how to design, because that's really the essence of permaculture, is designing up your property so that you have things that really help you to reduce time and effort around growing. And so we also did a permaculture course, a 3-week course online with Natasha earlier this year, and that was super fun. And that's the kind of thing that we would also like to see happening with hubs around Australia, as well as different hubs get going, that you can utilize some of the expertise of our experts in this community. So thank you, Natasha. I'd love you to put your contact details in the chat if you can, and anyone that was there at the summit on the Friday, you would have got to try putting together your own seed bomb with Natasha and that in that workshop. So something to take home and put in your garden and get growing straight away. We love that. I'm a real big fan of permaculture. It's one of the first courses that we ever ran here at My Self-Reliance. So thanks, Natasha. Beautiful. I'm going to come to Marilyn. Marilyn, are you, I know you can't come off on with your video, but we can hear you if you want to start sharing.
Okay, so Cecil and I, we're members of the Natural Health Society, and that's where we met Kelly this year in July. And Kelly kindly invited us to come and share our healthy, wholesome goodies that we provided on our stand. And I make everything fresh and grind the flour fresh, so you get your vitamin E and B vitamins when everything is, you know, what you find in the shop is been sitting on the shelf for God knows how long. and it's lost its nutrients, and the oils have gone rancid in it. So I stone grind everything fresh and use organic ingredients. We've been using organic food and growing things organically for over 40 years. Cecil was into organic growing when I met him, and met him through the Natural Society. So we've been doing this for a while, and now we've had the opportunity to have a property up north. We're now north of Grafton for the last 3 years this December. So we're becoming self-sufficient. And every time we come to Sydney, I catch up with all my clients. Previously been a naturopath and bone practitioner. So they like my desserts, and I do orders for birthday parties and special events. So if you want a raw beetroot cake, those of you who had my raw beetroot slice, many of you wanted my recipe, and peanut butter cookies, they were a fan. What else? The energy balls and pumpkin muffins with pumpkin grown from our garden. What else can I say? And Cecil manned the Natural Society stall after Roger and Elizabeth and Rebecca shared on fasting. So we met a lot of people, and Cecil shared a lot of good things. Do you want to say anything, Cecil?
Yeah, good day, everyone. I was manning the Natural Health Society's stall, and the Natural Health Society is a not-for-profit organisation, and we don't promote medication or vaccination. We promote education.
Yes.
Teaching people or giving them the knowledge or and understanding to basically manage their own health and their healing. And we do it through magazines and regular seminars and webinars, wellness gatherings. Yeah, so you want to take over? but
he's a smarty.
Yeah, what we do is that I'd rather see the natural health a presentation or talk or workshop done on a Saturday or a Sunday when we because Fridays a lot of people still work, so
a lot of people missed out on hearing that excellent talk.
Yeah, so and there's a lot to talk about. Fasting was only one topic. We cover a lot of different topics, but
Cecil can share on other topics, Kelly, next time.
But anyway, that was a good weekend. We thoroughly enjoyed it, and
met some old friends.
And I liked that last talk, Tim's talk. That was a good one.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. I didn't attend any others, so I can't really comment on the others. But certainly, I enjoyed Tim's. I think we should have him on as a last speaker every convention or whatever. Every one of those weekends, those self-reliance weekends. He'd be a good speaker to finish off with.
Yes, I said that in the feedback, Kelly.
Anyway,
excellent.
That's about all I want to say. Thank you very much, Kelly.
For him to be able to share the other two topics he didn't get to cover.
Oh, he was brilliant, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah, there's two scenarios he could have done as well.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
We might have. Do you know what? And thank you for sharing with us what more about the Natural Health Society. I want to encourage anyone who's in the health space or who's interested in health to join the Natural Health Society, because I love what they do there, and we can't get enough of this. Coming back to nature, and we need to teach the next generation as well. How to eat right and how to use nature to improve our health, and so there's lots of great information, and thank you for pointing that out, Marilyn, Sarah, Cecil, and now anyone's hearing about those yummy that you made.
Just for putting the website.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, everyone wants yummy treats now, Marilyn. They're all sad they missed out if they didn't come past your stand at the weekend.
We'll be down again on the 3rd to the 9th of December. If anybody wants to order anything, they can email me at bodnarmarilyn@gmail.com. It's probably the easiest one.
Pop it in the chat, Marilyn.
Do you want me to put that in the chat? Yes,
and then
I'm doing that now.
Are you coming to Sydney again?
Getting used to this kind
of the 3rd to the 5th of December, I think that's what you're saying.
Yes, we're coming. I'll put that down. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for the
Good, good.
opportunity again, Kelly.
Oh, my pleasure. Good. We'll get our orders in. That sounds great. Now I'm going to come to Jeannie D.
Okie dokie. Well, hello everybody. My name is Jenny D. And I'm also known as Jen Draper, and in another life, Dr. Jenny Draper. So I am one of the founding members of a private membership association, which is a non-registered, non-government organisation. And the only reason why I'm speaking about it with you is because in terms of self-reliance, if you are able to join with another 2 at least people who are like-minded and create a social compact, then basically you can form an association in which like-minded people together can support each other. And that is exactly what Crown Therapy has done for me over the last 2 years. We are a growing association. I came along to the festival just purely because I happened to be Telegram scrolling a few weeks previously and saw my self-reliance and went, that's what I'm all about. So I shared in our network, and lots of people came and it was really great. However, a couple of my members had an elderly mother at home and they were not able to come, but even though they only had I think about 10 days preparation, they asked, could I bring along some product that they had prepared and handmade and have at the stall? So I wanted to volunteer. In fact, I wouldn't have been able to come unless I had volunteered. So thank you very much, Kelly and my Self-Reliance, for supporting the volunteers. And so I volunteered in first aid because that was kind of a bit of a natural fit being a doctor. And it was an amazing weekend. About the only regret that I have is that I didn't get to see all of those fabulous stalls. And goodness, if I had have known that there was raw food sitting over there. But it was a beautiful experience, and I feel that I was incredibly surprised when I found out that my Self-Reliance was not a private membership association. And it's interesting when you look at people's websites, you can kind of work out whether they're private or public, because mostly private information, private websites, private membership associations do not have much information there. Because that's why they're called private. So I, however, though, am speaking to you now also because I'm in the space where I am not only a founder of a private membership association, but also largely due to this weekend, I feel now capable to relaunch myself as a public person playing the game. And I won't call myself Dr. Jenny Draper. I'm just going to call myself Jen Draper, health advocate, life coach, retired doctor. So anybody who does want help with advocacy and navigating through the system, I will have public links available so that I can work with you. I have been undertaking a course in NLP, my master's, and I will use those skills together with a bit of a like the back of my hand knowledge of the system to help people get the best out of their doctors and health professionals, and to be able to get forward the point of view that food is medicine, and that you well and truly know that if there is a doctor in front of you and you've only got to ask them one question to know which side of the fence that they sit on, and that is, when was the last time that you paid for any of your CPD? And if they say, oh, I don't pay for it, then basically they are being educated by Big Pharma. So just a little tidbit for you all. But thank you very much, and I'd love to see you next year.
Thank you so much. Thanks for everything that you contributed to being part of the volunteers crew. We really needed you in that capacity, so you're amazing. What Nettie B has is something that's really special that we can all benefit from, especially those that have already spoken. So Nettie, can you come off mute? That's your videos.
I'm sorry I can't get my video up because I don't have a camera on the desktop. So I'll put my hand down.
No problem at all.
And I'm a web I've been a web and graphic designer for quite some years. And at the moment, and I'm involved in a few projects, and one of them is called, no, which one will I start with? I'll start with Aussie Mates. It's a project we've been wanting to get off the ground, and I'm working with another guy to do this, and it's a business directory for the freedom movement. Anyone, the platform that I'm going to use it on, well, it's on WordPress, but the plugin that I'm using is quite, it's a View Butte plugin, and on there you can have unlimited. You can have different directories as well as having one directory. And at the moment, I've got a general directory and a non-profit. And well, I figured, well, we can also do a directory for my self-reliance. Anyone can join in. Anyone who wants privacy and wants their freedom and all that in the freedom space. You can choose which directory. You can go into more than one directory. So you can choose which directory you go in. And so I'm just offering that at this moment we need businesses to get on board, businesses and organisations to get on board. So there'll be free listings to start with. So anyone interested in that, I'm offering that. Then I'm also involved with another project called Digital Freedom Alliance, and another connected with that is teaching people to walk away from big tech. So we're launching, it's doing a soft launch on the 1st of November. So yeah, and the launch pad, the reason for this, walk away from big tech, because the alternatives are better. There's an alternative internet. So that's one other project I'm working on. So, and also I'm available for anyone who needs graphic design done. I don't think I can do websites at the moment. I'm too busy for that. So if anyone needs graphics, I'm available.
Beautiful. See, I told you she had lots of good things to talk about. That's awesome. And one of the things that I've wanting to do for ages is get a directory going. So we will talk more, Nettie, about that. Lovely. I'm now going to go to Zach.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zach from powerofthepulse.com. I am a nanotechnology and synthetic biology researcher and consultant. And before I actually talk about myself, I want to thank Kelly, of course, and her whole team. Meeting everyone in person and this community is just such an incredibly unique experience. There's really nothing like it in all the work that I do, in all the work over emails and Zoom calls and conference calls and all sorts of things. Really connecting with this community in person, really, there's nothing like it. It's incredible, and I'm very grateful to to have that opportunity, because I think that people are really responding in a special way. I think what we're talking about here with nanotechnology, with shedding, from the injectables. Don't want to get this video also removed. Actually, I didn't respond, but I saw that email where my first talk on this on Kelly's platform here was actually taken down off YouTube recently. So we're hitting a nerve, clearly. And so basically what we're all about is solutions for nanotechnology and synthetic biology, solutions for shedding, and really a very scientific approach to disengaging nanotechnology and detoxing nanotechnology in all the forms, whether it's transhumanism, synthetic biology, injectables and injectable toxicity, shedding, and all the myriad of assaults against us. Okay, I think that's 2 minutes there. But yeah, just thank you everyone for being there, and for everyone that ordered, the materials are coming back from the printing house tomorrow. So you'll be getting your materials soon. Thank you.
Do you know, Zach, that was a great read. I really enjoyed your book, and so thank you for putting that together.
That is awesome to hear.
Yeah, anyone who has ordered Zach's books, then you will enjoy that. And can you share with everyone what you offer and how they can contact you?
I'll put my links in the chat here. You can find me on powerofthepulse.com. What we do is we make what we call anti-nano devices, which is part of a bigger system that we call the anti-nano detox. So this is all about actually a really tried, tested, and proven scientific approach to nanotechnology and injectable shedding and all of the things that come with that. So we have a device, an anti-nano device that we make called the Spike. We also have a anti-nano journey starter package. Currently, I've only basically sold it for, certain events or, within the My Self-Reliance community, in the case of Australia. But if anyone's interested, reach out to me. I put a bunch of links. You can find me on Telegram, Rumble. You can email me at whichever email you find, info@powerofthepulse.com, order@powerofthepulse.com. And yeah, if you're interested, then absolutely, we can talk.
Perfect. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
All right, over to you, Peppy.
I'm so nervous. How are you all?
If anyone wasn't there on Sunday morning, then you would have missed the highlight for me on Sunday morning was Peppy's talk. And thank you coming all the way from northern New South Wales to be with us.
Thanks, Kelly. And kudos to you and to the team. That was amazing. I'm bummed I wasn't there Friday and Saturday, but I made it and it was such an honor. So thank you for having me. Whoever didn't see my talk, I am a certified organic farmer. I wear many caps, but I am a consultant in some form for regenerative agriculture in the international community, mostly in the Pacific Islands, and I'm also an expert on the International Gastronomy, Culture and Arts Tourism Institute, which basically in that, I didn't really talk about that, but in that role, I am informing chefs where to get their food, how to shop locally, to attend farmers markets, don't go to the supermarket and things like that. So it's pretty interesting. Anyway, I do not really have anything to sell except my vegetables, except I am here for you. I have an email I'll drop in the chat that you can contact me. My consultancy isn't really advertised yet. It's still sort of being developed, but we are building an online course and that should be ready within 6 months to sort of consolidate all this stuff. But thanks, guys, for giving me your time, and thanks, Kelly, for having me.
We gave away a prize, didn't we? A consultancy prize. So,
yeah.
And part of what we do, My Self-Reliance with our hubs is, if you need some regenerative farming consultancy, then, we've got our experts in our back pockets who can help you. So that's super cool. Lovely. Over to you, Pete.
Hi, everyone. I apologize for the low light vision. I'm actually sitting right next to the beautiful fire. I need to contact Paul really quickly from the Hushvolt because it would be nice to have a generator now and have some lights. I just moved into a country property, which is absolutely amazing. The noise you may be hearing in the background are 1,000 frogs that's serenading me to sleep every single night. And it's absolutely amazing. I just want to echo everyone and just say thank you to Kelly for organizing the summit. It was nothing better than actually meeting people in person. I did a really quick presentation on the power of preparedness. And the response I got from people was just absolutely tremendous. So much so that so many people have requested that we do a follow-up on it. That I spoke to Kelly already, and we're looking at doing a 2 or 3 part series where we can teach people about how to be prepared for bugging in or bugging out, and all the things that go with it. So that is all from me, Kelly. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, we will have those courses up next year, and maybe for people who can't do in person, we might try and work out something online too, Pete, I reckon. So
Absolutely.
we've got a lot of good things up our sleeves. All right, want to
Yep.
go to JD Leatherman. JD, I want to just say it was an absolute surprise for me how much the kids gravitated over to you, especially on the Sunday. And my family love doing your leather little workshop that you had there. And my kids haven't stopped wearing their leather bracelets. So yeah, share with us.
I'm JD, Journeyman Leathercraft. I've been a hobbyist for a little while. The leather, it does, I prefer to teach it. I make unique, a lot of it is unique and unusual plaited and braided leather work. I prefer to teach it. I love teaching it, but I love giving the gift of what I've been blessed with because it's very therapeutic. I work with people with mental health, drug and alcohol addiction, people just lost in their ways where they just need to communicate without really speaking, just thinking and making things together. I've taught from preschool, making hat bands, to people with brain damage or disabilities or less fortunate. And also people who have retired or rehabilitation for their bodies to mend. And that can be with hands to connecting the hands to the brain, like we used to march, left, right, but what I teach a lot of is to help that coordination come back and get it in tuned. Yeah, I've taught a few groups, but Kelly, I've got to say thank you to you and your family and your team and your extended family there, because it was an incredible weekend. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I got on through to you through Warriors at Law, and I put my hand up for it, and I'm a shy sort of a person, and I've been sitting at home for many years putting my leather work in boxes. So really it is one of the first time for many years of getting out and about, and I did enjoy it, and that's why I sat to myself a little bit more than not. But yes, I will get out. I've got a lot of knowledge in a lot of areas, from welfare to all sorts of things, life experiences as well. My family and myself and my children have been victimized, harassed, and racial discriminated against for many years, many court cases and so forth. But what settled me through the victimization, harassment, and racial discrimination of the system, it's grounded me to do my leather work. So the more they harass me, the more I do my leather work. Then I go into community, and because I've been blessed with something, I want to offer it to others and get them to learn and appreciate it, like your children and your husband. Now, Tina's been helping me out a lot. In the last 12 months that I've known her, I've been her mentor, and really she's been my mentor, helping me. And she's got me to be able to get in contact, because I got no web page or anything. I'm not into that side of things. All gets too hard. Leather works great. So I thought, because I travel a lot, we're making up a page called Catch Me If You Can. And when I'm traveling around, I'll put it up there where I'm going to be. And if you want to come over, buy and learn something, or bring your things to be repaired, or just come and say hello, have a chat. I'm going to start doing that because I am traveling a fair bit in my little bus and my leather work.
So good, JD. It's quintessential of being self-reliant, but then how we need each other, right?
Yes. Oh, the incredible knowledge with everybody combined and individuals. I just love it. It's just an incredible experience. What I'm hearing now, more so.
Yeah. There's this power in this one room. Yeah, with all these people. So this
And
is
Paul, wait there. Paul, I do need light too. I'm trying to turn my light out to say I need a generator, but I'll be in contact.
Okay.
It's actually, I saw in the chat, it's really important to reach out to Paul directly, and because you won't find him advertised online, so because of the nature of his business. So let me just read out your email address. What is it, Paul?
Paul at Hushvolt.com.
Paul at Hushvolt.com. All right. Wonderful. All right. Is there anyone who hasn't shared that would like to share? Maybe you came on and you thought, oh, I don't really have anything to share, but after listening to everyone else, you do, and we'd love to hear what you do. So it looks like I'm going to need your help too, Natasha, because the day after the summit was over, everyone said I needed to go home and rest. But we didn't go home and rest. We actually got in the car and we drove 3 hours north. Anyone know the Bulahdelah area? We took a left turn at Bulahdelah and ended up at a beautiful retreat. Looked at this retreat in terms of it was for sale, and it's got glamping tents on there that are permanent structures, beautiful cinema, 2 dams, a swimming pool, a spa, a volleyball court, not court, a volleyball net, outdoor gym, lots of space for camping and caravans and so forth, an orchard. And we looked at it and fell in love, and so we bought it. So maybe not 2025. I think it's important that now that we've found that amazing space for camping, that we're going to return there in 2025 for another year of the Freedom Summit. Thank you, everyone. Very exciting. We are looking at 2 dates, October the 24th to the 26th of 2025, or the November the 7th to the 9th. So we're just playing around those 2 dates at the moment. And we will announce them very soon for our Freedom Summit next year. But we are going to keep it at the same location. I think that that's nice for everyone to be able to just they've got familiar with that, and it'll be able to go, okay, we know what to expect. So very, very fun. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We will be back in 2 weeks' time, and we want to go deeper into some of the things that we talked about tonight, and expand. We always keep expanding and educating and learning about new ways to become self-reliant. So stay tuned for that. So thank you to everyone who came along to the Freedom Summit, and thanks to those who missed out but wanted to join in tonight to get a view of, some the expertise that were there. We just can't get over how good the vibe was, being together, sharing in that moment, and really, really connecting in a way like that Zach said, that you just can't connect over Zoom. So being in person was just beautiful. So we do hope that people come far and wide next year to be with us all again. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.